everybody, and welcome to my 35-week pregnancy update for baby number 3. I have a feeling this might be a long update given everything that's happened in the past week, so I apologize in advance. I'll leave the link down below to my ultrasound update down in the description if you want more information about that. That was like midweek, but I am going to continue the update kind of from that point forward, and hopefully this video isn't too long. So I thought I'd start with just symptoms I've been having this week, and honestly the only symptoms I've been having is I've been feeling nauseous randomly, and I don't know if it's because of everything that's been going on that's making me feel that way, but I've just not been craving the food I normally do and not been really that hungry in general and feeling nauseous in between meals. We actually went out for my birthday yesterday at Menchie's, like a ice cream, you know, fill up your own ice cream cup and toppings place, which was fun, but and I always can eat sweets, like always, but I was driving there and I was just like, you know what, if this wasn't for my birthday I wouldn't be going for ice cream right now because I just don't feel like it. So yeah, I don't know what that's about. And the other thing is just kind of like breathing issues slash anxiety. The past 4 or 5 days or so, it's been quite bad. And like I said, I don't know if it's because there's a lot of uncertainties right now and maybe I am feeling quite anxious about it, or maybe it's because I'm 35 weeks pregnant and the baby is like way up in my ribs and has not shown any signs of dropping, but I have to concentrate on inhaling deeply and making sure I'm getting enough oxygen, and just, I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like I'm not getting enough air sometimes, and I'm breathing too shallow and I have to focus on breathing, or I start to get really anxious about it and it freaks me out. So yeah, but other than that, pretty much the same. If I walk too much, my belly does get quite sore and those pains up the front. I did, however, I have it right here actually, invest in a support belt this week that came in the mail. And where did I get this? Walmart, I think. Nothing fancy about it, just one of those belly support things, and I've gone on a couple walks with it, supporting underneath my belly, and it does help. It doesn't take away that discomfort completely, but it absolutely helps, so I'm happy that I have that. Alright, now on to continuing on from last week's ultrasound update. I'm kind of getting confused with what I have shared and what I haven't shared, but I think I'll just start with the midwife appointment that I attended last Wednesday on my actual birthday, right before I filmed, because I don't think I gave you guys too much info about that actual appointment. And honestly, we didn't do much except discuss the ultrasound itself. I weighed myself. I know I've had some questions about weight gain, and I am up a total of 36 pounds this pregnancy at 35 weeks, so almost a pound a week. I don't know, definitely I would have liked to have gained a little bit less, but it could be a lot worse. So there's lots of other things I'm dealing with right now, so my midwife is not concerned about it. She obviously doesn't want to see me go too much above 40 pounds for the pregnancy if I go like right to 40 weeks, but it might happen if the baby stays in. So anyways, that's my weight gain. What else did we go over? My next appointment is supposed to be a home visit, where the midwives come to your house and check out where you're going to do the home birth and everything like that. And it's kind of up in the air right now because that's at 36 weeks, and they still haven't written down to do the home visit. We're just kind of following along the path that that's what's going to happen. But if we find out info that this baby needs to come earlier or there's issues with the baby, then obviously we won't be doing a home birth. So yeah, I kind of feel like right now I'm currently planning for a home birth because I have all my stuff ready downstairs and the birth pool is set to arrive soon. Planning for a hospital birth, possible induction. So I've been working on gathering like what I need to pack, a hospital bag and a baby bag and things like that. My midwife told me I should pack that, so that's what I'm doing this weekend. And then I feel like I'm also having to look into C-sections as well because I've never had one before, and not that they're saying you're going to have a C-section, but there is I guess a higher likelihood if something is wrong that could happen, or if they induce me early and it doesn't take and I need a C-section. So I feel like I need to be educated on that as well. So I feel like I'm planning for all 3 types of births at the same time. And I don't know which one I'm going to have, but I'm going to be prepared for all 3. And then the main thing we talked about at that appointment was kind of where to go from here with the ultrasound results that I received. She had actually hoped that I would have been in to another ultrasound prior to my midwife appointment because it was 2 days between the ultrasound and my midwife appointment, but apparently maternal fetal medicine, where she referred me, is like super backed up in my area, and anyways, needless to say, I hadn't gotten in yet at that point. So there's so many things we did. she referred me to an OB, an obstetrician at a local hospital, because she was hoping maybe I could get in there before fetal or maternal fetal medicine. And those are perinatologists. There's lots of names that I'm learning here. So I'm referred to an OB. I'm also scheduled to do non-stress tests twice a week, and I've had those before. They're just where they hook you up to the monitors and they make sure you're not having contractions, and they monitor baby's movements and heart rate and stuff like that. And then waiting on maternal fetal medicine appointment. And so I think that's all I was, oh, and she wanted to get me into an ultrasound the next day. So then I left that appointment and I had to go to work. It was actually my last day of work, and while I'm at work I'm getting all these phone calls for appointments. The next day, Friday, which was 2 days ago now, I had an ultrasound at, it wasn't maternal fetal medicine, it was just like another ultrasound place. Had to drive a bit farther for it, but it was hard to get me in anywhere, so I had that in the morning. And it was weird, the girl doing the ultrasound was actually due 4 days before me. So it was just very strange. It is very strange how different people carry as well, like different torsos and things like that. I would have sworn she was due any day now, but she was due 4 days before me. So it was just, I don't know, it was just weird to see the difference. But it also made me a little bit worried because this baby is on the small side. But she was really nice. She was very reassuring. I asked her if she'd tell me anything, and she said, yeah, because I already know that the baby's small. And she did the head, and she's like, it hasn't changed since your last ultrasound, because that was only 3 or 4 days before. So it was still measuring like 30 weeks. And then took her forever to get the abdomen measurement, and I kept asking if she'd gotten it yet, and she's like, no, not yet. And then at the end she's like, okay, I'm gonna go show the tech or the doctor or whatever my stuff and make sure it's good before you go. I was like, did you get the abdomen result? And she's like, yep, I got it. It's, what'd she say? It's quite small. And she didn't really elaborate, and I was like, but you told me what the measurements were for the head, so I'm assuming the abdomen's even smaller, because she didn't really get into it too much. She left, and anyways, I was left in that room. Usually it takes them like 10 minutes to see the doctor. I was left in the room for 50. Almost an entire hour I was left in there. Like, what is going on? I had to pee that whole time too. And she came back and said, sorry it took so long, but they were taking all my ultrasounds and measuring the growth rate between all of them. And that's what took so long. And unfortunately she couldn't share any of that info with me, but said, like they always say, it'll be sent to my doctor within 2 days. So I don't know the results of that. I'm assuming it's still quite small because she wouldn't really elaborate too much. It was good news. I'm sure she would have said something. So that was the ultrasound in the morning, and then I had a non-stress test in the afternoon, and the good news with that is that baby is responding really well. Heart rate's good, movements are great, and no contractions. So baby did really well on the non-stress test. And then that day I also got in with, I got an appointment with maternal fetal medicine for next Wednesday. So between, today is Sunday, between now and then, I still have a non-stress test tomorrow, and then I have that specialist appointment on Wednesday. And no decision's going to be made. I'm not going to find out any info, besides maybe my ultrasound results. I'm hoping to get those from my midwife tomorrow. But I won't know really the state of baby and what the plan is until Wednesday. So between now and Wednesday, I'm just trying to prepare myself for anything. I mean, they could tell me baby needs to come out that day. They could tell me they're just going to monitor baby each week and keep an eye on it, and then we'll play it by ear. Or they could tell me baby's totally fine and all these ultrasounds are totally off, and that they're happy with baby's growth and it's just a small baby or whatever it may be. So if I seem a little scatterbrained, it's because I just don't know if I'm coming or going. I feel like I went from this being my last week of work and having at least a month to prepare last things for baby, do laundry, buy the last things I want to do, prepare everything. I don't know, there's lots I had on my list, to like 5 days to do it, because I feel like I need to be somewhat prepared for Wednesday just in case, because I have the time now and I need to. So I still feel like I'm kind of in a mad rush, and hopefully baby stays in, and hopefully I'm just gonna have a really relaxing rest of the month because everything will have been done. But I've been purchasing so much online this past weekend, and I'll be doing some Walmart shopping for my hospital bag. We got the car seat this week, which is really exciting. If you're on Instagram, you saw that, which is great timing because baby definitely needs a car seat. What else did we get? Oh, I started washing baby's clothes yesterday. I did 3 loads. I'm doing more now. Not just baby's clothes, but baby's blankets, baby's bouncer, things, sheets, like everything like that. The baby doesn't have a ton of clothes, to be honest, because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I just feel like everything needs to be washed now. And I was gonna wait till like more like 37 weeks. Yes. So I think that's pretty much it that's going on right now. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but I'm just so scatterbrained right now. Just kind of waiting it out to see what happens on Wednesday, and maybe actually I should do an update after that appointment. I'll look into doing an update for you guys. But I did want to say a huge thank you for all the wonderful kind words of support and love and sharing stories and everything on my last ultrasound update video and on Facebook as well. This community is amazing. Know that I read every single comment, and I especially appreciated the stories of people in similar situations where there's a good outcome, like the ultrasounds were just off, or your baby was born early but they were totally fine. Resources, things like that. It's overwhelming, and it's amazing, and it's a huge part of the reason why I make these updates on YouTube. I will attach my belly clip at the end here as always, and I hope you guys all have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Alright, here's the 35-week belly from the front and from the side. I don't know if it's changed much from last week, but it does certainly feel really high up here. Hasn't dropped at all. Baby is still, I mean, I have feet and bum and whatnot right under this rib here, so. But yeah, baby's still head down. Baby's usually head down, back, and then feet, and sometimes flips over and it's back here and feet over here. So yeah, that's my 35-week belly.